NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Murray now on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get go.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 41 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is Jakeem Grant. And able to get this out to the 25. A play fake, now Fields to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Check 26, check 26. Bang, 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 bang. Check 3, check 3.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Handoff comes to Montgomery. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields on the move to his left. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Justin Fields, 35 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence.
And now the rookie's free. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 73 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Prater to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Flushed out right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first. Again, Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have broken the tie. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start this.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Zach Ertz has it complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Oh, nice move. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One play action. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is taken in at the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run for him with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That's complete right side to Kmet. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. To throw is Fields. A great move by Montgomery. Touchdown! David Montgomery, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first and 10, here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Anytime that ball comes to me, I try to take the
Now Murray off play action. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, 31 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Fields now to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 1st down, Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Murray now on 1st down. Murray fighting, lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was...
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 89 yards. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's caught outright by Graham. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Fields. Going to get this to Cohen. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Check 52.
Fields throwing again. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, Montgomery. A 1st down and then some for Montgomery. And down to the 16-yard line. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And they're going to get the timeout call. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. On the return, Andy Isabella. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.